I'm Dano,
I'm Sean.
and we're doing a review on Jam Jar amps.
Little things down there, out front.
These sick little things. So they're pretty much what they look like. They're jam jars and they have amps inside them. Doesn't have any controls at all.
Nothing whatsoever. You get all your tones out of the volume down here.
If you've got a pretty versatile guitar, it works even better. It's all controlled from your volume and your tone. The best thing about it is it goes into cabs.
It does. You can output it straight into a cabinet, speaker cabinet, so you can get another sound compared to the small speaker on the top of the jam jar itself. But you can still just use it as a portable amplifier without having to bring a speaker cabinet or anything with you.
Yeah, man, it's mad convenient.
Mad convenient.
Yeah, and it sounds pretty sick doing it too. I'd say it's good for like maybe college students, people who are on buses, going places a lot.
Exactly, you can see it's been a good stocking filler for a guitar player. You know, if you were to buy a guitar player something for Christmas, they're £25.
Yeah, 25 quid.
So, you know, 25 quid, a little portable guitar amplifier that they can bring about, jam, you know, go over to someone's house. And even in the same way, you know, if you get one and that's not, you're a bedroom guitar player or you like to play at home, you know, you can output it into speaker cabinets, and as we were talking before, you could A/B it 2 amps at the same time.
Yeah,
Jam
that's
jar giving you a different flavour as well.
That's another sick little use we find for these. Well, we'll show the first use of it. It has its own speaker on the top.
Yeah. It shows your tones.
Pull it.
We should probably show the versatility of the jam jar a little bit, you know, showing that you do roll off the volume, you get a lot of gain cutting off the top of it. So, you know, with you gain at 10. You get quite a lot of different sounds just from rolling off your volume, or you can split it.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that the quality of your guitar will have most of the impact on your tone through this thing.
Yeah, you can get a lot of just your volume and your tones.
Cool, alright, and now we're going to show it through the speakers, through the cabinet.
Yeah.
This is where it really shines. We have the jam jars plugged into the Celestion V1260 speakers in the back of a Trace Elliott Supertramp 100 watt combo.
Cool little setup, because you know you've got those 2x12s and separate running into them.
Yeah, I've got crazy convenience here because each speaker in the twin has its own output connection. So we're pretty much going off the same amp.
Yeah,
just
basically.
One side each.
It's nice spatial awareness, you know, and like we can both hear from the same sound source.
Yeah, man.
A lot more difference with the tone being rolled down, so we got it at 10. Nice sort of shimmery. I like the sound of it through the speakers. I think it gives out a lot more kick. It's definitely something I would do at home with it. But you know, it gives off a really cool. You can really dig in. You can get a bit more dynamic with it. A bigger speaker is going to sound better than a smaller speaker. To get it portable, you can't exactly have this size speaker on top of the jam jar, could you?
It's kind of like a bonus. If you took it to someone's house and they happen to have a cabinet, then you can get way better
You
sound.
can get some
and,
killer sounds out of it.
and it doesn't even need its own plug or kettle lead. It's just a battery. It's just a 9-volt battery inside the battery.
So all you need to bring is the little jam jar cable and a guitar.
I could probably fit it in my coat pocket.
Yeah, but I definitely think it sounds really cool when you clean it up, and you know.
Yeah, man.
It's pretty cool.
really
Very
sick.
dynamic.
It kind of reminds me of like Free or Right Now. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Single coils through the jam jar.
Yeah, so this guitar clearly has splits on it, so you know. Bring another one, let's get a bit cleaner.
Nice.
The jam jar can also be having pedals running through it. You
Yeah.
can run effects into it to get different kinds of tones, which is what we've done previously in the teaser video. We
That's
ran,
right.
Is it a Joyo?
Yeah, in the teaser video on the Shredisodes channel, we put this in front of it for a few seconds, and it helps you craft the tone a little more. It's a
Ultimate
Joyo,
Drive?
yeah, Joyo Ultimate Drive. I got
Alright.
this off Amazon for like 15 quid on offer.
Nice.
So this is a super cheap pedal.
Sorry.
This is the most budget pedal you can imagine, pretty much, for an overdrive. And what Sean has here is much better quality.
a plethora of different effects on the floor. Effects running on the floor, down here. A couple of different ones we'll try running into the jam jar. See what kind of tones we can get.
Yeah, what are you gonna try first?
Shall we try a tube screamer? And see what we
Yeah.
get. So that's, you know, unadulterated, volume 10, jam jar. So let's try tube screamer on it. Let's try it with the gain at about, what's that, 9 o'clock? Turn it off. Try it with it on. You get a bit more action kick, but let's try turning it up a bit more. 12 o'clock. Turn it up to 9 o'clock. Yes, so 3 o'clock. Should we try it all the way? Because, you know, everybody likes everything
Yeah.
maths.
Turn it up to 11.
Gain at 11.
Nice. So already with just the tube screamer, you can get it shred worthy.
it just shows that this amp does take effects well, you know.
Yeah.
Because you can get amps where the effect doesn't take very nicely to it, and
Yeah.
it's got plenty of headroom to take the effects. Some smaller amps that I've tried running like this, pedals don't sound too great through them. You know, you can get a good sound, just normal, bog standard, but once you start messing about putting pedals in the front end, it doesn't take them nicely. You can tighten it up with a tube screamer. You can also, you know, you could use something to get more of an EQ, like we had earlier with the Catapult running into it. We were trying to get matched tones. This is the unadulterated nothing going through just the jam jar signal. Then there's the Catapult on top of it. So from there, we can start to sculpt with the EQ section of the pedal. So, you know, I could scoot the mids, use the gain. Kind of pump it with nothing. So there's jam jar. You know, you could combine it with the tube screamer to get a pretty cool kind of sound. You know, kick out on top of the front end. So let's try that. Gain a bit more.
Nice.
As we were doing with the Joyo Overdrive in the teaser video, instead of having the jam jar running full, you can use the level control on the pedals. Let's get more of a practice.
Yeah.
Sound. Bit more control on the volume, so that's kind of cool.
I think,
You know,
to me, I think
very
that
versatile.
the pedals help the jam jar reach its full potential
Yeah.
a lot better. But if you like collecting pedals, then it's really a plus side to the amp.
Don't get me wrong though, it sounds great without any effects. You know,
Yeah.
you can get. I'm loving just rolling the volume off.
Yeah, nice.
I'm liking that kind of tone, man. Because then you could go over the top, couldn't you? With, you can go for a kind of Zach Wild kind of. Does that sound?
Holy shit. That's insane.
You can take it takes effects, well. You know, that's a really cool kind of vibe you can get from it.
Zach Wild on a jam jar. But that's, I love how the wah-wah sounds on that.
Yeah, the wah-wah sounds very cool on it.
Sean can supply the funk.
It's a really fun amp to have, you know, like cool mess about with. Imagine it's
Yeah.
a cool vibe. I'd love to just hear what it would sound like, you know, taking it to a studio and then trying to AV it.
Yeah.
You know, for 25 quid, it's pretty sick.
But you can get modified versions too, versions that have volume controls and tone controls, and headphone jacks.
You're joking.
Yeah,
A little part. That's
Yeah,
cool.
man.
But yeah, we've gotten some cool tones out of them today.
Honestly, I've enjoyed having this thing around.
Why not?
There is a little, an entire market for portable amps,
There is.
and I've actually got two already. I've got this Marshall MS2R, which is these are pretty common, is well known. Also, another portable amp I have is the Blackstar Fly 3. But I think this is in a pretty different ballpark from the Jam Jar. This is a bit more expensive. But these things are the same price range. I got this for 25 quid, 25
So
pounds. So
this
these
would
are
be a
25 pounds.
direct competitor to the Jam Jar. I think that's a huge benefit that the Jam Jar has over competitors, is that you can send it into an external cabinet.
Yeah.
I think that's a killer selling point, to be able to amplify the Jam Jar up and have a bit of versatility with what kind of speakers you want to run it through. You know, you could run it through a 4x12. You could, if you're slaving off the ground, you're getting your sound from the ground here. You could theoretically bring that as sort of a backup head to a rehearsal or a jam or something.
Yeah, I was
Say,
thinking that.
You know, like if you had a different flavour, or say, God forbid, a piece of gear equipment it fails, you've got this little thing which you can just pack in your pocket, in your,
Yeah,
in your
much.
guitar bag, and just run it through as an emergency amp as well. In a gig.
Yeah,
'Cause-
would you dare use this at a gig?
Well,
Like, if it was mic'd up, you could probably get away with it.
depending on what kind of style your band played. If you don't play heavy metal, you could get by, you could survive.
And with the pedals, you can still shred solos.
Yeah, exactly. You can still run it using effects. But God forbid, like I said, a piece of equipment fails. I've had a
Yeah.
Marshall fail on me before.
Gross.
Marshalls are known for reliability.
Yeah,
Anything can happen at a gig.
yeah, man. The gigs have some rotten luck sometimes.
Like £25.
25 quid.
We like the Jam Jar here at Shredisodes.
We give it a thumbs
We
up.
give it a thumbs up.
We give it a shred out of 10.
A shred out of 10. Wow.
A glam out of 12. Okay, so that was the Jam Jar reviewed by Daniel and Sean of Shredisodes. You can check out our YouTube channel, which is just Shredisodes on YouTube. And we've got a Facebook page too. So look us up and get your shred fixins.
Your shred fixins.